What's up, YouTube? You got Energy G back here with another episode of Hey, Here's an Idea. Listen, if this is your first time to the channel, I do content over WWE and a plethora of other things, right? I do everything by the playlist, but if you're here for the WWE content, you will only get cards and suggestions for WWE content, right? So if you want to go check out some of the other stuff on the playlist, please do go ahead and like, subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff. And let's get right into it. You saw the thumbnail. You saw how awesome it looked, right? Bobby and the Street Profits as a faction? What is this supposed to be? Is this the new version of the Hurt Business 2.0? Maybe, right? You guys seen the video, right? If not, card up there in the corner, right? Go check it out with that whole connection thing. But back to this, Bobby and the Street Profits. How does that work? I mean, who's gonna do the talking for this group, right? Listen, I'm not being rude or anything like this. Sometimes when Montez gets up there and he gets to talking, he gets to going overboard, and it just sounds like a cartoon. And then Bobby sounds, as you expected, a big dumb jock. Now that's my boy. Now both of them are my boys, right? And yeah, their mic skills are horrible, right? Dawkins, he just smiles. He's like, hi, yeah, I'm here. I want the smoke, and yeah, that's kind of that. So if this is a new faction, who does the talking for them, right? Who would do this? What style would the group take? I mean, pretty much they're gonna take Bobby and Tez because they are the most kind of stylish of the three, right? And I mean, when you see Dawkins is normally kind of in some kind of warm-up gear, but Bobby doesn't mind putting on the blazer, some shades. Montez is over there with the sparkly, because you know how him and Bianca do. They shine wherever they go. Like, it's in any weather. It doesn't matter where they're at. NXT, Raw, SmackDown, they're going to shine. And Dawkins is just going to be over there in his wonderful jumpsuit. Anywho, right? But where does Dawkins fit in all of this, right? I don't want to say that he's just been like along for the ride, right? They haven't put him out, even try to do the singles thing. He's like a good add-on, but how does he fit into this? How does him, Bobby, and Montez fit all in this? I mean, who's going to lead this group? Is it going to be Bobby? Does Bobby really know how to lead? Is Belair going to join them as well? Does MVP and Omos comes and joins them? Who do they go after? Is it the Brawling Brutes? Is it Hit Row? Is it the Bloodline, or what's left of it? Or maybe it's the LWO, or what about the LC? Do they come up with a new name, or do they just go by Bobby and the Street Profits, or Street Profits and Bobby, or is it Bobby and what's their names? I don't know. How is the marketing team going to work this out? What are those shirts going to look like? Listen, it's a lot of questions about this. It's a lot of questions. Okay, and let's back it up here for a second, right? When I say who would they go after, right? Because here's the thing. You need somebody to go after somebody. My deal is this. I've been saying it for the longest. Go split those tag team titles up. Because that way, when it comes to the faction wars, up there in the corner, right, guys? Click that, faction wars. It's a real deal. I put it out there. I said it. Did it in another video. Go watch that. It's a good one. But split these tag titles up. Start the faction wars. Build your factions. And it's all about the titles. Now this is where we make titles important, right? We bring titles back and we make them important. You got two guys who can either go after the tag team titles, and then you got one guy who can go after the Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship, which that's probably Bobby's thing, right? And then there you go, tag. You got 3 belts, right? And then if they want to go crazy and they try to double up like Roman did, they can do that. They can go after multiple belts at that point in time. Why not? Because then the faction who holds the belts could truly be the faction who runs WWE. Look at it right now. I know it's weird to say this. Judgment Day, 2 belts, Money in the Bank briefcase. They are on top right now. They're on top. I understand Dirty Dom has the North American Championship that belongs to NXT, but he has a champion. He has a belt around his waist. Rhea has a belt around her waist. Priest can cash in at any time. Listen, if Finn beats Seth at SummerSlam, that's 3 belts and a Money in the Bank. They will run WWE at that point in time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right? Split those tag teams up. Let's get these faction wars going, because who holds the titles runs WWE. And right now, Judgment Day is running WWE. But back to Bobby and the Street Profits. How do we, like I say, the marketing, how does this work? What name do they come up with? Where does Bianca Belair fit in? It's a lot of questions around this supposedly almost possible faction. But even if we say, okay, hey, they're not going to go against any of them because Omos and MVP are free agents, right? Maybe they can team up with somebody else. I know I said that they can team up with AKA Commander Aziz, right? But what if he decides to go Omos, Cedric, and Shelton Benjamin? And because MVP feels some way because Bobby didn't choose him, then there you go. You can let that. I mean, it's a lot of black on black crime at that time, but I mean, who's gonna care? We're gonna love it. We're gonna get some good matches. Bobby will go up against Omos. Benjamin and Cedric will go up against the Street Profits, and then you can mix and match, and you can get a couple C-level matches, maybe a B-level, nothing A-level match, but you can get something out of that, and then you can move that forward however you see fit. But that could be a possibility. It's an ideal. Do I like this pairing? If it happens, no. It's a lot. It's a lot to go on, right? Could this be the version, like I say, once again, could this be the Hurt Business 2.0? I hope not. A lot of questions. Who's going to do the talking for the group? What style are they going to take? Is Angelo Dawkins going to play a bigger role? Is he going to step up? Is he going to be more than just a guy that we know that's right there on the side? Like I say, way too many questions. I'm a little worried about this one, but if they do want to take one of those ideas and say, hey, instead of going with Omos and Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz to go with the Nigerian connection, and go this route, I'm all happy with this too. It'll just be kind of weird to see how it works outside of that, because I really don't see any of them really truly pairing up. I mean, Brawling Brutes, the OC, because then you have the A-listers. Bobby would fight AJ Styles. He would fight Sheamus. The Bloodline, of course, at some point we would see him fight Roman, right? We would love to see him fight Roman, but I believe that the Usos, if the Usos did join back in the Bloodline, they would dominate the Street Profits, even though we would get some good matches out of that. And then you have Solo, who I think he would do good in a match against Bobby, but I don't think that's nothing that the universe would want to see at this point. LWO, Ray's too old. Not saying that he can't do it, but I mean, yeah. It's too many questions. But that's it, guys. That's it for this video. Let me know. Get in the comment box. Tell me what you think. Do you see this as a faction? If yeah, but yeah. If yeah, no, but no. All right. This has been your guy, Nerdy. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good old stuff. Get some of that nerdy merch. Till next time, guys. I'm out.